at the Crystal Lake Public Library, and I have some books for you today. Have you ever been afraid to do something before? I mean, really afraid, and you know you have to do it, but you just don't know what to do? Well, that's one of our books today. It's written by Rachel Bright and Jim Field. It's called The Lion Inside. So we're going to read that book, and then sometimes you're a little afraid to change too. So I have another book for us today, The Koala Who Could. And again, it's written by Rachel Bright and Jim Field. I hope you like both of these books. Here we go. The Lion Inside by Rachel Bright and Jim Field. Oh, he's so cute. Huh. Ooh. That looks pretty high and a little bit scary. There's lots of bones everywhere. In a dry, dusty place where the sand sparkled gold stood a mighty flat rock, all craggy and old. And under that rock, in a tiny full house, lived the littlest, quietest, meekest brown mouse. Oh, I really like his house, though. He was so very tiny, so incredibly small, that nobody noticed him ever at all. He got stepped on and sat on. Ow! He missed out on stuff, ignored and forgotten. Ouch! His mouse life was rough. Oh, I wouldn't want anyone to sit on me, would you? Meanwhile, far above, on top of the rock, times were quite different. It was Lion o'clock. This huge, toothy creature made sure everyone saw how important he was by how loud he could. What do you think it's gonna say? Do you know? I bet you do. Roar! Whoa, look at his teeth. Oh my. Oh, he's a little scary. He was head of the pack. He was shouty and proud. He loved flexing his biceps and wowing the crowd. Whoa, he can pick up a hippo. Yes, all were impressed by this mighty king cat. If only, thought Mouse, I could be more like that. Well, maybe he can. Then late one dark night, in his tiny mouse bed, the cleverest thought popped into his head. He leaped up in the darkness and held up a paw. I've got it, he said. What I need is a roar. Roar. I mean, what if this mouse with the weakest squeak were a little more grrr and a little less meek? Well, he'd still be the smallest of fuzzy brown mice, but he'd make friends and join in, and life would be nice. Oh, that might be good. Look at, he's imagining everyone paying attention to him. Yes, thought the mouse, I must find out how. I will learn how to roar, and I will learn it now. But it wouldn't be easy. There was only one beast who could teach him this thing, but might make him a feast. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do you think Lion will eat him? Oh, I hope not. It was time to be strong. Take a chance after all. Forever was such a long time to feel small. So he made himself brave and thought like a winner. He set off for the top, hoping not to be dinner. It felt like the scariest thing he could do. But if you want things to change, you first have to change you. Ooh, but it does look dark and scary. The farther he climbed, the closer he got to the slumbering lion reclining on top. Then, at last, as he stood on his tippity toes, he found himself suddenly nose to nose. Oh my, so much bigger. Ahem! Nope. Pardon me. Wake up, Mr. Lion. You've got company. Squeak. Mr. Lion, what I've come to you for is squeak. Do you mind? Do you think you could teach me your roar? Oh my. A silence befell that twinkling plain. Lion opened his eyes and puffed out his mane. Time went so slowly it felt like a week. Then he opened his mouth and let out an oh no. Oh no! Did you imagine that the lion would eek? Look at, he's so afraid he's jumping up like a cat. Oh my. The lion curled up in a terrified ball. He didn't like this, not one bit at all. Don't hurt me, he whimpered. Oh, try to be nice. Well, this mighty great lion was frightened of mice. Don't worry, Mouse. Don't worry, Mouse peeped. I'm here as a friend. Let's hang out together, be pals till the end. That was a magical moment for sure, when the mouse didn't feel at all small anymore. He had found his true voice and learned to speak out, and for that you don't need to roar or to shout. From that day and always, the two were a pair. They both liked that rock better now that the rock was to share. The mouse, while still little, felt big in his head, and Lion, he still roared, but with laughter instead. Yes, that day they both learned that no matter your size, we all have a mouse and a lion inside. The end. And now for our next story. The Koala Who Could by Rachel Bright and Jim Field. There's a bird. Oh, there's the koala. Have you spotted him? Ooh, some kangaroos too. In a wonderful place where the day was just dawning and the breeze blew soft on a warm golden morning. In a place where the creatures ran wild and played free, a koala called Kevin clung to a tree. In a place where the creatures ran wild and played free, a koala called Kevin clung to a tree. A nicer gray fellow you never would meet, as soft as a soft thing from ears tough to feet. His favorite way to relax in the sun was to cling and to nap and to munch a leaf bun. And after all this, well, he'd need a nice rest. Yes, Kevin liked sticking to what he knew best. Ooh, look at all the other animals. You see, high up was safe since he liked a slow pace, while the ground down below seemed a frightening place, too fast and too loud and too big and too strange. Nope, Kevin preferred not to move or to change. So he clung to his tree as he knew what to do, and he was never too keen to try anything new. So when Wombat stopped by and shouted one day, "Hey, Kevin, why don't you come down here and play?" I think, he replied, I should stay on my plant. I'm busy right now. No, I'm sorry, I can't. Why not? Cried the Ruse with a super loud cheer. Yes, why? Called the Dingoes. There's nothing to fear. But Kevin, who'd never been one to act fast, said, said, "I'm clinging to do, but it's nice that you asked." As Kevin sat watching them chatter and share, a part of him wished he could join in down there. But he knew he'd miss home, it was dark and so late. The whole thing was risky, adventure could wait. Whatever the invite, he'd always say no. Oh dear, it seemed Kevin. He's very worried. Oh dear, it seemed Kevin just couldn't let go. Oh my. He does look a little scared. So his life was the same no matter the day. The weeks came and went, and the months rolled away. And Kevin stayed still while the world moved around until he awoke to a worrying sound. Uh-oh. 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 Tap, tap, the sound went. Well, that was a blow. Tappity, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, no. Uh-oh, do you know what's happening? Uncling, the crowd called, which had gathered below. Leap, and we'll catch you. Just let yourself go. But Kevin was scared. Let go? No, I shan't. I won't, shouted Kevin. Oh, dear, I just... Uh-oh, but it's starting to break. Oh dear, I just can't. Woof! Down came the tree, and with it was bringing crash and a wallop, and Kevin still clinging. Oh no. Kevin, he carefully opened one eye and looked up at the love staring down from the sky. Then one paw by one paw he loosened his hold. He felt springy and light and happy and bold. Oh. The worst he could think of had now come to pass, and he was just fine. Why, he felt quite first class. So when Wombat leaned over and held his paw out, Kevin no longer felt worry or doubt. When Dingo asked, "Now, will you come out to play?" the crowd all joined in with a "What do you say?" And even though this wasn't part of his plan, Kevin replied, "Yes, I think that I can." And Kevin from then on was always can do. Oh, look, he's with all his friends. Because life can be great when you try something new. Are you going to try something new today? The end. Did you like our stories? Do you feel braver? I know I do. And the illustrations, weren't those wonderful? Well, I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you have a great day, and I hope I see you at the library soon. Bye-bye.